it's Catherine here. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I'm here to share with you a layout I'm creating for Scrap the Boys for the month of February. And as you would have seen from the introduction, it is a sketch challenge. So when I first saw this sketch, I pulled out Bloom Street because I had these 2x2 paper packs that I knew, or swatches, pattern swatches, that I knew would work really well in creating this layout. So I have gone ahead and I just wanted to share with you a couple of the things I've picked out. So I've picked out some of the word ones, and then I've picked out some of the patterns. I found this in one of the 12x12 cut apart sheets, and I liked that. I did print my photo in a square, and I've mounted that on some pattern paper from the collection as well. And then I picked out this beautiful pattern paper from the 6x8 paper pad. So I'll just share with you some of the supplies I've got, and then I'll get into creating. So I've pulled out a bunch of the Bloom Street ephemera and florals that I've both, from the die cut pack as well as cut from a pattern paper. I've got these fun hearts from Charms Creations, and also these hearts that I've picked up from Cocoa Vanilla Studio. So I've got those there. So I'm just going to try and work out what to embellish with. I've also pulled out the sticker pack, the 12x12 sticker pack from Bloom Street, and I've got these, sorry about the glare, I've got these kind of iridescent title words that I thought I would try and make work with this layout, because the pattern paper does have, or the 6x8 certainly has some of that iridescent, and so does the sticker pack. So, and then lastly, I created a couple of these backgrounds from a challenge last year. Now, I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I really liked how it blended in, and I'd put it in the pack with that, and so I thought I'd go with that as opposed to just using a plain white. But now I will go ahead and put you on fast forward and see what I create. So I am just going to go ahead and trim down this background paper. So this paper is Basil Marshmallow cardstock, and I've used the Vicky Bouton technique, which was the bubble technique. If anyone hasn't seen it, go and check that out on Vicky Bouton's channel. But I used a couple of different distress oxides to create this. It was for a challenge on Scrap the Boys for July last year. And yeah, I made quite a few sheets, and I just really liked how it coordinated with this collection. So I thought I'd use it for this as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and rough up all the edges of these different pieces of paper. And I don't make you watch all this, but I do end up distressing the edges of all the squares that I'm putting down. So while I'm doing that, I should let you know that I've left all the links below to the Scrap the Boys challenge blog. So the link will give you lots more inspiration from the rest of the design team. And I've also linked the Facebook page, and that's where you can go ahead and enter the challenge. There's lots of great inspiration there, and I really encourage you, if you've got boys to scrap, go ahead and check that out, and we'd love to see what you create for this sketch challenge. So yeah, I'm making a big mess here by distressing the edges there, but I do go ahead and do all that, and I come back and then I foam mount each of these squares. Again, I don't make you watch this because you get the idea. And so now I'm going to pull out the embellishments, and there was really only two main embellishment clusters on the sketch, and I thought I'd follow it pretty closely. So I'm pulling out these hearts by Charms Creation, and I really like the purple and how that fitted in with the collection. And I pick out the pink one from the Cocoa Vanilla Studio puffy hearts there. And now I'm just going to use, in the sketch there was a couple of circles, but I'm actually going to use some florals. These are fussy cut from one of the pattern papers in the collection, and I liked how the blue edging kind of made them stand out instead of the ephemera pack ones, which have got a white edging. So I'm going to go ahead and use this sparkle. Now these stickers are from Sparkle City, I think, by Shimelle, and so they're probably quite old, and they're really hard to get off this sheet, but anyway, I do manage, and I like how it looks, so I'm just pulling those off, and I'm going to stick that at the top, you know, pretty much in the same place as the sketch suggests, and put the title up there. I thought this title worked because, as you can see from the photo, it's a picture of my son climbing a tree at the lake near our house where we used to take our walks during lockdown, and the sparkle relates to not only him, but also the beautiful sunset while we were there. So I'm going to go ahead and use this 450 quick dry adhesive, and it is really good for sticking down these sort of fabric elements, but it does get a bit messy. And as you can see, I did actually change out that Charms Creation heart. I picked the pink over the purple. Even though I like the purple with the collection, it matched in with the pink hearts I'm about to add now, as well as the other puffy sequined heart from Cocoa Vanilla Studio. So I wanted those to kind of match and align. So I'm just sprinkling a few of these puffy hearts around those clusters. And I'm just trying to pick the right colors here. I cut up this sticker sheet to fit in my ephemera box, so I've got hearts on all different pieces of plastic, but I'm just going to add those. And actually in this sketch there was actually stars instead of hearts, and I was going to use just hearts, but then I really wanted to get another couple of those sort of iridescent colors on the page, so I'm picking out a couple of stars from the word title sheet, and I'm just putting those down in the different clusters. I do come back in later on and add a couple of the circles as well, more like for enamel dots. So I'm just looking here, seeing what else I can add, and like I said, I'm going to add these dots like enamel dots, and then I do decide to add another puffy heart just with that title, so it kind of creates a bit of or it draws your eye across the page. You've got the cluster in the top right hand side, and then, in the left hand side, then down to the right. And I'm just adding my journaling here, which I typed out and printed on my computer. And it just says, "This lake, those sunsets, these walks, and your smile make everything sparkle, even in the challenges 2020 is throwing at us." And so I'm just sticking that down with some Scotch tacky glue. And I like how that kind of leaf sort of sticks in between and creates a bit of lift there around that journaling. And then I'm using this Lindy's Gang Magicals, and this is in Stormy Skies. I start with this brush, but it really doesn't work, so I go ahead and change it out for my fan brush, and I wasn't overly happy with how these came out, but anyway, they look fine, and they do add a little bit of shimmer to finish off the page, so these sprinkles. I'm just going to kind of go around and sprinkle that around a bit more. And I think I'm almost finished here. So thank you very much for joining me today on my channel. And like I said, all the links are down below for the Scrap the Boys challenge, both the Facebook page and the blog. I've also captured all the things I've used in this layout, so they are all listed below. But thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you next time.